Thank you, Dr. Grismer, Governor Patrick, Congressman Kennedy, and Dr. Corrett, and all of you STEM educators. It's a good thing that the technology works at a STEM summit. That would have looked really bad. I was at last year's STEM summit that Patriot's owner Robert Kraft stood here and announced that the hall at Patriot Place, presented by Raytheon, would begin to honor a STEM Teacher of the Year. And I can tell you that Mr. Kraft has a great affinity for all the work that you do, and he has spoken often about his affinity for teachers. He also understands the global impact, economic impact of STEM education, and certainly the impact it has right here at home in Massachusetts. We at the Hall have an amazing relationship with Raytheon, and that company's commitment to STEM education has served as a great inspiration to us. In fact, as part of their Math Moves You program, we have 2 STEM interactives in the Hall. One called In the Numbers that has been there since we opened our doors in 2008. It's an interactive game show where students answer math and science questions to move their player down the field for a touchdown to win the game. And just recently in August, as part of Raytheon's Math Alive exhibit, which is traveling our country, we installed another interactive called By the Numbers, and that allows students to input data such as force and angles to attempt to kick a field goal or complete a pass. At the Hall, we have developed standard-based STEM modules that we do every day with students on field trips to help relate real-life activities, in our case football and sports in many instances, but not in every instance, to STEM education. We have hosted more than 75,000 students on field trips since we opened our doors in 2008, and we'll host more than 18,000 this year alone. We also have formed a STEM advisory committee comprised of about 20 educators and business professionals that have helped develop ideas at the Hall for STEM education, and also just keep the dialogue open so that we are aware of what's going on in the business community and try to figure out ways in which we can help and relate to that. This past summer, we hosted our second professional development program for STEM teachers. We worked with Blue Heron Education and EYE, which is Engaging Youth Through Engineering. It's a group out of Mobile, Alabama, during which teachers spent more than a week here at Gillette Stadium training on specific modules. We had funding from Natick Labs here in Massachusetts to provide the kits to local teachers to take back to their schools and implement these modules. We understand that we just do a small part, that it is the teachers that have daily contact with our students and the ability to excite and inspire them about STEM and also impact those students' decisions regarding higher education and also their STEM career choices. So that is why we began our STEM Teacher of the Year program, and this is our inaugural year. We had a nomination process, and last February we accepted all of the nominations, and we had a 4-member committee. I was on that committee along with Keith Connors from the Department of Higher Education and the Governor's STEM Advisory Council, my amazingly talented education coordinator at the Hall, Peg Myers, who is the architect of all of our programming at the Hall, and also Pam Erickson from Raytheon, who can't be here today. She's traveling abroad. We selected 5 finalists from the applications and interviewed all 5, and I cannot tell you how impressed we were with all of our finalists. The winner of the STEM Teacher of the Year award, her school will receive $5,000 to be used for STEM education. And she also will be invited to a Patriots game and be honored at a pregame ceremony down on the field. Our other finalists do not know it yet, but thanks to Raytheon, their schools will also receive $1,000 checks, courtesy of Raytheon. And I'd just like to recognize those finalists quickly. If you could please stand up. I've seen 2 of you here. But Hans Batra from Needham High School. Angela Kennard from Seekonk High School. Right in the back there. Alexia Forehand from Assabet Valley Regional Technical High School in Marlborough. And Robert Gilmore from Stacy Middle School in Milford. Now on to Kelly. Kelly has taught at the Advanced Math and Science Academy Charter School since 2009 and been the Computer Science Department Chair since 2011. She also taught Computer Science and Technology at the Dana Hall School from 1998 to 2009. Before getting into her teaching career, she was a senior technical consultant for John Hancock and Harvard University, and also worked for IBM as a performance and capacity consultant. But Kelly is incredibly involved in her students, both in the classroom and outside the classroom. She oversees the XNA Gaming Club, the LAN Gaming Club, the Programming Club, the Robotics Club, the Movie Making Club. I mean, the list goes on. She introduced the Technovation Challenge program to her school, which helps engineers, scientists, and high-tech professionals bring cutting-edge science and technology to high school girls and underprivileged minority children and their families. Through this program, girls at the school developed a cell phone application about a science subject. They then entered a local competition, which they won, and went to Santa Clara, California,